Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Hewzy. Today, got a video. So basically, today's video is just as you can see, it's Hewzy Love Life Update 2.0. So I made my first Love Life update about a month ago, but a lot has changed. I've met a whole lot of people. I've been getting out a lot. I've been meeting new people, essentially. So without further ado, let's get back. Let's get into this. Oh, Mikasa, candidate number one. I could go on about all the things that I love about Mikasa all day, but let's. I only put down a few because I mean the list would be getting pretty long. Oh god. Anyways, I'm getting a little bit off topic, so let's get into this. So pros are that she's strong. She protects me from any harm. She's a pretty girl. Cons are rare. So this is, so far on this Love Life update, it's very, very similar, almost copy-paste of what last one is. Because Mikasa's always going to be my number one gal. That's just how it's going to be for eternity. So I could go on and talk about Mikasa and explain the reasoning for this, but I think you guys already know. So let's just move on. This right here is a new placement. So I just met this girl. She's me and her are really cool because I'll get into this. But me and her are pretty cool. We see each other all the time. So this is Emaru. She's the second candidate for my love. So pros are that she's an anime girl, and she's an e-girl, and she's a gamer girl. And she's famous, just like me. Not as famous as me, because, as I've said before, I have extraterrestrial levels of fame. So, but you know what? I wear the pants in the relationship. I don't want my partner to be more famous than me or just be better at me than anything. I just want my partner to do my bidding. But anyways, she knows I exist, and she is a girl. I forgot to state that with Mikasa, but Mikasa also is a girl. Just putting it out there. And another pro is that she's Sir Boob's girlfriend. But a con is also that she's Sir Boob's girlfriend. So let me explain my reasoning for that. So basically, that it's a pro because me and Sir Boob, we're like two peas in a pod. So whatever he's hitting, I also hit it eventually. That's just how it goes. And also, me and him, our private parts always end up in the same place, if you know what I mean. But they have yet to be, there at the same time. So basically what I'm getting at here is that I want a threesome with Sir Boob and Emaru and Hewzy. Obviously, I gotta wait quite a while because I am pretty young. I'm under 10 years old. So I gotta wait a while. So that's why it's a con. And also it's a con because Sir Boob might not like me because I don't want to steal his girlfriend. Well, I do, because obviously she's second on the for my love. But I think I've done enough explaining here. Emaru number two. Moving on. So next up we have Sejin Ming. So Sejin Ming at number three. Candidate number three for my love. So pros is that she's famous. She's around the same fame level as Emaru, maybe a little bit less. So that's right where I like. Maybe a little bit more, because nobody can be as famous as me, right? I have extraterrestrial levels of fame. So moving on. She knows how to get famous, so that could, if me and her ever, produce offspring, she could help me, aid and teach our children how to become famous just like their parents. She has money and fame. You know, those two things go hand in hand. At least for me, those are, you know, at the top of the list. When I'm looking for a mate, the two things I'm looking at first are money and fame. Let's just put it out there, buddy. Oh, God. All right. She's good at taking pictures. Obviously, I can make Hewzy vids on her pictures, so, you know, that's more content for me. A pro is that she's Sir Boob's ex-girlfriend, you know. Like I already explained, you know, I want to get in what Sir Boob got in. That's just, to put it bluntly, to put it simply, that's what I want to do. I want to follow in Sir Boob's footsteps. I eventually want to get to his level. Cons are that she's ass at English. She's from one of South Korea, I think. So odds are she's probably not the best at English, and that's also pretty far away. But with my money and fame, that's not that big of an issue because I could easily, you know, travel at will. And I have a private jet and all. You know, it's nothing. That's not even an issue. It's more the language barrier. That is more of the problem. So next up we have has been ran through by Sir Boob. That can also be a con. To some people, maybe not to me. Because Sir Boob, if you guys don't know, he has a giant cock, like a huge cock. So, you know, maybe she could, you know, her private parts could be very stretched out, so that wouldn't mean much pleasure for me. Or her, really. But, you know, it's just gonna be like sticking a hot dog through a door, you know what I mean? Oh, God, I just thought about that one. Oh, my God, that's so funny. Anyways, moving on. That was my third candidate for my love. So next up we have Sir Boob. I know. He's a man. As you can see, that's no spoilers, but that is a con of Sir Boob. But Sir Boob's my idol. Let's just be honest here. I love Sir Boob. So, candidate number 4, he's a famous rapper. Like I said, my priorities are in the fame, money area. He's talented. You know, he's a rapper. He does it all. Very nice and cool. He's one of the coolest guys I've ever known. Very good, easy to get along with. Knows. Yeah. I mean, he was in my last one, I think. You know, he is a man. So if, you know, Sejid Ming, Emaru, and Mikasa don't work out, which kind of doubt that because I'm kind of irresistible, I'll just go down to Sir Boob. And if Sir Boob doesn't work, Donnie is right there for me. Look at that fucking smile. Excuse my language. So, you know, Donnie, he's a new guy I met, but he's definitely growing on me. As you can see, he's number 5 on my candidate for my love. He is a good guy. He is just a good, wholesome, you know, he really lives by the Bible. That's all I gotta say. He's just a really good guy. So, pros are that he has a beautiful smile, as you can see, obviously. He has silky smooth skin, as you can see. Has wife and kids equals more views. So, think of this as like a sweatshop, or like, you know, a farm for views. They could refresh my videos. They could have whenever Hewzy gets into Twitch live, you know, Twitch streaming, they could have they could have tabs open on their own computers and watch my stream so I could get more viewers. And obviously, you know, yeah, it'd be cool. That's end of that. Cons are that he's a man, and unfortunately, he is a serial rapist, so I don't really want to deal with that. That is the one con of Danny, is that he is a serial rapist. He has done some bad things, and he has issues, but he is a good guy. Anyways, candidate number 6 for my love, we have Javier. So Javier, I mean, we've already been through Javier. Javier was in my last one. Pros are that he has fresh style. He has a good mustache, plump lips, as you can clearly see. Cons are that, unfortunately, he is a man, and he's hideous. I mean, look at him. He's fucking hideous. Moving on. We're getting right through this. New guy. I mean, he's not really a new guy. I've known this guy for a while. Me and him have been cool, but just recently I've really been catching feelings for this guy right here. He's a really, really good guy. His name's Randall. He's the seventh candidate for my love. His pros are that he's a virgin. I like my innocent little guys. He has a very intriguing personality. Cons are that he is a man, so that's kind of hard to work out. And he's very, 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 very depressing. He is one of the most depressing people I've ever known in my life. If you spend 10 seconds around this guy, you will just want to commit suicide. He is so depressing. He shoots up schools constantly. He is on the verge of suicide at all times. It's very, very hard to deal with. But he is a virgin. I really like virgins. I gotta work to get it in there. I gotta teach him everything he knows. Obviously, I gotta wait a while because Randall is pretty old. He's about 40 years old, so I do gotta wait a while. But he'll be waiting for me. I don't think he's gonna get any action in the next 10 years or so I don't think that's much of an issue. So moving on. So here we have Yamato. Yamato was in my previous Love Life update. And, how could I take him out? Look at him. Candidate, he's the 8th candidate. He moved down a tad bit, but we have more candidates. So, I'm a social butterfly. I'm a social media guru. So I'm a constant, what is the word? I forgot what I was trying to say, but I constantly am meeting new people. I'm trying to think of the word. I don't even know, but I have an idea what the word is, but I'm constantly bringing in new people in and out. I'm using them for views and content. So that's basically what I'm doing. But Yamato has been a mainstay for a little bit. So he has stunning hair. He has fabulous taste in music. His skin's all right. Cons are that he is a man. He's old, and he's very, very boring. He is a very boring old man. I think that's all that needs to be said, really. Here we have Lil Hewzy. Me and Lil Hewzy have been cool for a while, like a long time. We go way back. And Lil Hewzy actually got his namesake from me. A little fun fact. He's the 9th candidate, so he's pretty low, but I have a feeling he'll eventually be working his way up. Pros are that he's very talented, obviously. He's a rapper. He's famous. Famous. One of those top things. He's got it. He's extremely youthful. I mean, just look at that youthful glow in his face. You can clearly tell that he has not been on this planet for that long. He's got so much energy. Anyways, moving on. He has a beautiful voice, obviously. Cons are that he's a man. He's kind of a terrible rapper, and he only drops music like once a year. So, moving on. Here we have Broads. He's the 10th candidate for me. He smokes drugs, does a lot of drugs. He's high a lot, is drunk all the time, has a beard, and he can protect me. Cons are that, unfortunately, he is a man. And he's too strong. Like I can feel safe around him, but I also don't, because I feel like he could do anything he wants with me. He could just throw me around. I feel like I won't have a say in anything, around him, because, as some would say, he's kind of an alpha male. I just feel like he can throw me around at will. He could just shove me, and my lungs would collapse. I don't think I'd, like that. That's why he's last, because I'm scared of broads, to put it bluntly. But anyways, thank you for watching.